Hello, folks. Good evening. How are you? You're welcome to another edition of Just Banter. We hope you guys have been preparing for the Christmas in a safe and healthy way. Yes, your mate is Banter Claus for the first time. And it's pretty interesting because my good friend here, Casey, say hello to everybody. Hello. Say hello. Now, in the spirit of Christmas, there's a lot of love in there. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of activities. People are running helter skelter, people are preparing, making dishes, fantastic things like that. And a lot of people are actually looking to share a lot of likes to share love as well. So she's always with me in a lot of cases. So we have a couple of special guests on tonight because, like we promised you, we're going to have a special session tonight. Two of the guests are actually a surprise. But before we actually go on, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to share the message of love when it comes to Christmas. What is Christmas all about? Where did it start from? Why is it still so prominent? And why has it now become more of a culture rather than a religious thing? Because it's celebrated everywhere in the world, even in Muslim countries. Like, take for instance, you look at the UAE, you look at Dubai. Dubai has some glamorous works all over the buildings over there. You see a lot of fireworks, a lot of stuff going on, and they're really, really celebrating Christmas. And hey, when we see Christmas being celebrated everywhere now, what do? We say ho, ho, ho. Now, to start this session of Just Banter, I'd like to first say welcome, folks, again, and would like to say a Merry, Merry Christmas. So we're going to start first with the Spirit of Christmas message from a very good friend of ours, whose name is Pastor Samuel Sumbuka. Hello, Reverend Pastor Samuel.
Hi. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all.
Merry
my
Christmas,
name is
Pastor
Reverend
Sam.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Pastor Sam is talking all the way from Dubai. No, did I say Dubai? From Dublin. Why do I keep thinking of Dubai? Probably because we have a special coming up from Dubai. But anyways, Pastor Samuel is talking all the way from Dublin. And Pastor Samuel, it's a Merry Christmas. It's a season of love, a season where people are sharing, giving, and so many activities going on.
Yeah.
But really and truly, what is Christmas all about?
Okay.
Can you hear me, Pastor Sam?
For me, hello.
Hello, Sam. We can hear you. Hello, we can hear you, Sam. We can hear you.
Okay. Christmas, it is a Christian festival that celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Christmas is all about love. It's all about sharing. It's all about exchanging of gifts for family members and friends. For me, Christmas, when I look at, as a man of God, when I look at in the scripture, I've seen that the scripture saying that in the book of John chapter 3 verse 16, thereby they say that for God so loved the world that he gave
his only begotten Son.
Whosoever believe in him should not perish but have a everlasting life. Like, so he's the first person that have shown love to us, and we as the creature of God, we also manifest our love in terms of helping each other, especially when I think about those who are now infected with COVID, as well those who are homeless. So I've seen some of my friends, even myself, we're trying to, to show them love, in terms of helping them to find accommodations. Also, finding a place to, to have to celebrate Christmas with other people. Like, so like for me, like when you say Christmas, it's all about love. It's all about sharing love to other people.
So
this is what I think.
in there. Love is in the air. People want to share love.
Yeah.
People need some words of encouragement. There are loads of people who need support at this point in time.
Yeah.
So we would like to wish them all a very Merry Christmas. We'd like to say, Pastor Samuel, thank you very much for taking out the time to come on and tell us about the spirit of Christmas. You have a great evening. We're going to bring on our next guest now, and they've been on before, and they're a fantastic group of people. And their name is the Excel Theater. Hello, Excel.
Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm fine. Doing
Feliz Navidad. I'm in the Christmas spirit. I'm enjoying myself. I love the end of the year festivities, the celebrations and stuff like that. A lot of things happen during this period because people are in the spirit of giving. People are in the spirit of love. Now, we said we had a special thing for you today. Two, as a matter of fact. So we're going to come up with the very first one. And the very first one is something that we hope is going to advance your acting career. And this is simply by connecting you to somebody when it comes to the movie industry. He's one of the really, really big guns when it comes to the movie industry in Nigeria. And on that note, I'm going to bring in on a very special guest. And his name is Benga Titiloe.
Wow. Good evening.
Hello, Benga.
How you doing, everybody?
We're fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Benga, it's exciting to have you on. It's fantastic. The end of the year festivity.
Merry Christmas in advance.
Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas, everybody. So, Excel. Benga was just hearing about you guys for the first time today because we brought you guys to his attention. And the reason why we brought you guys to his attention is because we had made you a promise before that we had to do something special for you guys simply because of how fantastic you guys were. So Benga, let's introduce Excel to you properly by showing you a clip of what Excel can do. We'll be right back shortly after this.
But today won't be done.
Oh, we seem to. Okay. Benga, you've met Excel. What are your thoughts?
I actually didn't see the clip, but I've heard about you guys. I'm an actor and a
You didn't see the
filmmaker
clip?
myself. No, I didn't. I was
What
bumped
happened?
off. I lost
really?
connection. Yeah.
Okay, viewers, because I enjoy watching Excel so much, and unfortunately Benga did not get to see them, you're going to have to excuse me. I'll have to play Excel again because I love watching them at every point in time. Benga will be right back. Hold on a second. All right.
Fantastic stuff.
Wenger, what do you think? I saw these guys for the first time.
I just saw the clip.
Yeah.
It's fantastic stuff. Fantastic
It's amazing. Stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I saw them for the first time a couple of months ago and I was blown away. I was like, where did these guys spring from? And why? How come they're not more mainstream? How come people don't know them as much as they should? How come they're not in so many movies, that you have all over Nigeria? Especially when you have, a lot of talented technical crew in Nigeria now. These guys that do special effects and stuff like that. How come these guys are not as mainstream as they should be?
Well, I'm going to talk from the point of view of a filmmaker myself and an actor.
Yeah.
Part of the problems we have in Nigeria is, the normal man, no man nonsense.
Yeah.
So what you get to see on mainstream television is mediocrity, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
People like these guys, are not given a chance because they are very good. That's just it.
Oh yeah.
You don't believe it, and Habib, you know yourself that I've faced some backlash, from all kinds of things I say and the rest of it in the Nigerian movie industry. That is why I decided to go and make my own movies myself. So you see, this kind of guys, just like the Ikorodu boys, these are the people who, some international actors saw the Ikorodu boys by mistake, and I have seen these guys by mistake, and I'm going to blow their trumpet. And I promise you guys, you understand, we're going to make a proper movie together. I'm going to pay for it 100%. As soon as I get back to Nigeria in January, I'll get your contact from Habib, and we'll make movies. You guys will be seen, definitely.
Thank you so much.
So Excel,
this is great.
We always keep our promise on Fromaradio.com. We always do. And that is just the start, because we still made you a promise to introduce you to somebody else who is a major influencer when it comes to the movie industry. That is still in the pipeline. And we're still going to make sure that that happens, because we need you guys to move to the next level. Now, Benga, there's a young lady. Her name is Daniela. Daniela is also a member of the Excel Theatre, but unfortunately, Daniela could not be with us tonight on the show. But the second youngest, his name is Michael Azubike. Michael, how are you?
I'm fine.
Benga, please meet Michael Azubike. Michael is 11. Michael, how long have you been with the Excel Theatre?
Yeah.
Oh, a whole year. How have you found acting?
Interesting.
Interesting. Wow. Now, this is Christmas. Christmas is always filled with magic. A lot of beautiful things happen. So on Fromaradio.com, we also have something very special for yourself and for Daniela as well. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a little contribution towards you going to school in January for yourself and for Daniela. And we are going to make sure that we hand it over to the leader of the Excel Theatre, Excel himself. Excel will be making a donation to Daniela and to Michael of a little token of 50,000 naira.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
This is great. Wow, this is Really
Awesome.
good. Thank you.
Going forward, we are hoping that we'll be able to get people to sponsor young talents like Michael and Daniela, so that we can continue to develop talents all over Nigeria in different spheres of endeavor. So we're very proud of you, Excel, and we hope that you will continue to be able to manage the likes of Daniela and Michael. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for all that you do. All right, Benga, over to you
Yeah.
when it comes to Michael and Daniela.
Well, you see, I'd like to encourage you guys because I started about your age too.
Wow.
Michael, you're very young, but the other guys that are sitting next to you might probably know someone called Jaguar. Jaguar was my mother's
Yeah.
younger brother, you know, and
Wow.
I used to be the little boy that used to play Tinko with big stomach, who used to play Jaguar's son. So I started about your age, you know, and I know the pain I went through, especially with my father, you know, who said that, as a matter of fact, when I became older and I was ready to act my first film in Nollywood, my father said to me, use your mother's name, don't use my name. You understand? So you get all those kind of backlashes. You know, so I understand, you know, where you are. And look, let me tell you something, which is what I tell every young person, people that are a little bit older than you, though. But I'm impressed that someone like you and Daniela are doing what you're doing. So what I'm going to tell you is this. You are as important as a doctor, a pilot, an engineer. You are as important as the president. You are as important as the governor. Because the reason why they pay people like us to do what we do, you know. Now, let me explain something to you. In Nollywood today, if you make a very good film, you make hundreds of millions. 3, 4, 500 million, as long as you can go to the cinema, you know. And I'm not going to talk too much about what we're going to do together, but I'm telling you for a fact, Michael, don't let anybody, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousin, your teacher, don't let anybody tell you that, no, go and be a lawyer. This will not pay you. My friend, it pays. You understand? If you can look at my background, okay, it's from movies. I'm in Dubai. I already got a house here. I have an office here. You know, I have equipment, all from acting. You understand what I'm saying? So, my friend, don't let anybody discourage you. If anybody is trying to discourage you,
Okay, there seems to have been a little technical hitch there. But Michael, we were hoping that bringing the likes of Benga
can you hear me?
Benga, you're back? Okay, yes, you're back. We can hear you now.
Can you hear me, Michael?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Okay, so if you can hear me, I said if anybody tells you to do something else, tell them to go and sit down.
So, Michael, for the likes of yourself, Daniela, and all the other young aspiring actors at the Excel Theatre, you've heard from somebody who is
Can you hear
successful
me, Michael?
at doing what you're doing. Yeah, Michael, you can hear us, can't you? Hello, Michael. Can you hear us, Michael?
Yes.
Can hear you. Can hear you.
You can hear us. Okay. So we lost Benga there temporarily. So I'm sure he's going to be back in a few seconds. So we brought on the likes of Benga so that we can encourage young people like Daniela and Michael and make sure that, like I said, we can continuously develop talent all over Nigeria, all over Africa as well, because we are some of the greatest stars in the world, the likes of Jimon Honsu as well. So there's a lot of future, bright future for you guys. And we're going to continuously work towards making sure that we can love and support you guys to becoming the greatest at what you do. So you guys stay in the background. We're going to be bringing on another special guest who's going to be talking to the guests about how to eat a lovely meal during this Christmas at a very, very affordable price. We'll be right back shortly after this quick commercial break. Hello, folks. Good evening. You're welcome to another edition of Just Banter. This is the Just Banter Christmas special, and we have tons and tons and tons of guests, interesting people on. A lot of them coming on to say a lot about the love that they have for you, for me, and for everybody. Why? Because it's the spirit of Christmas. It's the spirit of giving. It's the time of that year where everybody shares as much love as they can with everybody. Now, earlier on, we had on the Excel Theatre, and we had a special guest from Dubai, Benga Titilere. I mean, a big, massive actor. Everybody knows, well, most people, especially when it comes to when he was doing that Mr. Kolade Badmos. But then he also had a blockbuster at the cinema. It's called Bling Negotiations. Benga is backstage. He's still with us, very, very much with us. So he's going to come back on very, very soon. But in the meantime, before we bring Benga back on, we're going to be talking to a very, very special guest who is a chef. Now, this is the time of the year where people are eating all sorts of stuff. Everybody needs to eat something. Everybody needs to eat something special. But because of COVID-19 and a host of other issues, well, the global recession, all of that, things have become less affordable. But for this man, his specialty is making brilliant meals out of very, very affordable things. His name is Chef Henry Ilama. Hello, Chef Henry. Merry
Hello,
Christmas.
Habib. Merry Christmas, Habib. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fantastic. It's great to have you on again. We've had you on the show before, but I mean, it's
Yes,
always
I
a pleasure to
remember.
have you on at every time, you know?
Thank,
So,
thank you for having me on.
Chef Henry, you've been moving all around Nigeria, doing all sorts of stuff when it comes to food. I don't know what
Yeah.
part of the country you are now, or if you are even in Nigeria at all, but
I just got into Port
you
Harcourt this evening
oh, wow. Can you imagine
about
that?
20 minutes ago. So it's yeah, in Port Harcourt, man. I was in
Now,
Lagos earlier today.
for the guests that don't know Henry Ilama, Henry Ilama is the premier chef consultant in Nigeria. Henry goes around different hotels training their chefs, training their own chefs on how to cook food. So they're already trained chefs, but Henry retrains them, and Henry trains them on how to use local ingredients to make some of the most fantastic meals you will ever taste or come across. Now, Chef Henry, it's Christmas. A lot of people don't have a lot of funds, but they'd love to eat some really special, great meals at this time of the year.
Yeah.
What can you suggest to people? How can you tell them to go about, getting the
I
local
mean,
ingredients, making some fantastic meals?
we have a lot down here because traditional Christmas is talking about turkey. We have locally grown turkey here. We have locally grown guinea fowl. We have locally grown duck. We have geese. So there's quite a lot you can use for Christmas here. It's not traditional for us to have turkey. I mean, if you want to, you can. Well, you can have a duck Christmas if you want. You can have,
No, okay.
you can have guinea fowl for Christmas. And you have the vegetables. You can have sauteed vegetables. We have locally grown sweet potato here, and we have the Irish potato. A lot of stuff that's locally grown which you can use for your Christmas. You really don't have to import anything. Everything is being grown here. The strawberries are grown here as well. So there's quite a lot you can use locally without having to break the bank, which is what we're trying to encourage people to do down here instead of actually spending money importing stuff. And cheese is
Okay.
made here from Jos, so there's quite a lot you can do.
When you say cheese is made here from Jos, are you talking of the local cheese that I know? Because growing up, there was local cheese that we used to call wara, that was being
Exactly,
made all over.
exactly. That's cheese. But there's a farm in Jos called Farm Fresh. They make their own cheese. They have milking cows, and they have cheese made from there, cheddar and the rest of it. So there's
Oh,
locally
that's
grown stuff.
fantastic.
And
That's fantastic.
with the cheese we had, with the wara we had growing up, you can actually make cheese out of that, flavor it in your own kitchen without having to go to the shops.
Okay.
You can do that.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So what menu would you suggest to people, maybe for a three-course meal that's affordable that they can?
Well, I would suggest using, instead of traditional turkey, use guinea fowl, which is cheap. Instead of having
Okay.
one guinea fowl, you can have two or three on your table. Then you can make You can start with carrot soup or sweet potato soup, which is cheap, which is all
Okay.
grown here. Yeah. You can have your bread, your garlic bread, do you understand, for the starter,
Yeah.
and I mean, it depends. You can have a seafood broth. You have crabs. You can have anything. And all these things are local. Then
Oh
you
wow.
can, for your sweets, we have locally made yogurt here, which you well. We can have yogurt and fruit for your sweets. That won't break the bank.
Oh, fantastic. So, viewers, what we're going to do is we're going to get Chef Henry to give us a menu or two with all the behind the scenes, whatever the dynamics and everything, and how for you, how you're going to be able to make some fantastic meals during these holidays. Now, Chef Henry, you're going to give that to us. We're going to post it right after this show. It's going to be in the comments section, and I'm sure you guys would love it. Okay.
No worries. Okay,
All right.
I'll send you something, then you can post it. All right.
Okay. All right. That's fantastic. Thank you
All right.
very
Thank
much
you
for
very
taking
much.
out the time to come on and
Thank
gist
you.
to us a little bit. We'll see you
Okay.
in the new year. Merry
Thank you very
Christmas
much.
and a
Merry
happy new
Christmas.
year
You
in
too. You
advance.
guys have fun. All right, man. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right. Bye. Good night.
Yeah.
So, Chef Henry, we're going to get like the menu and all that from him. We're going to put it in the comment section. You're going to be able to make some fantastic meals at a very affordable price throughout the holiday season. Chef Henry is coming out with his menu book very soon. And I'm sure it's something that you will also want to tap into because, like I said, for affordable meals and stuff like that, it's something you probably would not want to miss. Now, we'll still have in the backstage, we still have Excel Theatre, we still have Benga Titilore, they're still there. And we'll still have like two more guests that are going to come on the show, one from the United States and one from Tunis in Tunisia. Yeah. So we're bringing guests from all over the world to come on and talk. One from Dubai, one from Port Harcourt, one from, like that. Why? Because it's the Christmas special. We don't really have serious things to talk about today. We just want to talk about the spirit of love and what it does to us. I'm going to bring back onto the screen Benga Titilore. Benga is one of the most interesting fellas I ever met way back. Benga will crack your ribs. Don't try him. Hello, Benga.
Hey guys.
Now, the funny thing is this. I want to ask the viewers to tell me.
Sorry, before you continue, is that a mask or is a beard?
who has more white beard? Is it me or Benga? Because I mean, look at Benga's beard. Look at mine. Who has more?
Is that a beard or a mask?
Who has more white beard? Because between Benga and myself, now we're trying to determine who is Banter Claus right now. Who is Banter Claus? You guys can vote, and we'll give whoever wins between Benga and myself. We'll take a cash prize home. Undisclosed cash prize. I'm not going to tell you guys, but we still have a cash prize for any one of the viewers who is able to answer one or two riddles like that we are going to throw out somewhere along the line. It's a very healthy cash prize, and you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned and make sure you watch this show all the way till the end. Now, Benga, the Excel Theatre. A lot of young people like them exist all over the country, but they're not being given an opportunity to come to the fore and make fantastic movies like they'd like to. Now, we've seen where a few young people have started using mobile phones to try to do short movies, but they're still not getting encouragement. They're not getting exposure. Why is that happening?
Well, like I said, unfortunately, the film space in Nigeria is like every other thing else in Nigeria. Man no man.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of situation, what you have is mediocrity, just like we have in Nigeria now. Of course, there are some people who are pulling their weights, and making, great movies. I don't know if you have seen The Milkmaid. The Milkmaid is nominated for the Oscars. It's a great movie. But you see, it's a story that's been told from the Nigerian perspective.
All right.
Now the other time Genevieve Naji tried to get her film, into the Oscars, you know, but it wasn't 100% indigenous language. You know,
Ah,
the
yeah.
Milkmaid is 100% indigenous, Hausa throughout, you know, and it was
Oh,
transliterated. Yeah, but he's in the Oscars now. So what I'm trying to say is this, you know, we have a library that is unbelievable of stories to tell. You know, I'll shock you. The movie Thor, for example, is a Nigerian story. That's the story of Shango, the god of thunder.
oh, wow. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? The same way
Yeah.
Shango raises, the same way Shango raises his iron and calls on lightning and strikes anybody, the same thing. You know, they only just replace it with hammer, a handsome, tall, white actor, and the rest of it. You get my
Oh,
point?
yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
we accept they have stolen Shango. What of Obatala? What of Amadioha? You understand?
Yeah.
What of
Yeah.
what of Osman Danfodio? Okay. What about the story of Abiola? You know, there's so many stories we want to tell. Okay. Now, because
Yeah.
we're not telling most of the stories, our future is not being properly shaped. Okay. Now, if we tell the story of Abiola, what happened, what actually happened, okay, it will help inform the youth that are shouting
Oh, yeah.
NSAS, NSAS, Sorosoke, and the rest of them. Okay, it will help them understand this is what happened. Now, this is the pothole that these guys fell into. We shouldn't fall into this pothole as well. I don't know if you get my meaning. So
Oh, yes. Of course.
we need to get people who are really interested, not people who are looking for something to do because they're jobless. You know, I can act in a movie and they will give me 300K. You know, I can be on like 4 sets in a month.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
300 times. That's 100. That's 1.2 million. You know, you understand what I'm saying? You
Of
know,
course. Yeah.
people like Michael. You know, Michael has started at a very good age. He's been with them for 1 year, so that means he started when he was 9. That's about a year
Yeah.
older than when I. Now, I was saying before the internet went berserk. You know, for 1 second I thought I was in Nigeria. Why is the internet not working? You know, but you see, people like people like Michael need to be encouraged.
Yeah.
You know, his parents, somebody has to talk to his parents. Someone like me, I'm going to talk to his parents. You know, he has to be encouraged.
And
You know, I
encourage
was
him.
saying that anybody that says to him, go and be a doctor, forget acting, this thing though is nonsense, or that kind of stuff, he should tell them, go and sit down. I wanted him to repeat the go and sit down so that I know he knows how to say it. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
this guy has a bright future ahead of him. Now, we're going into a stage in the Nigerian movie industry where we're going to
Industry.
pull, yeah, where we're going to pull in foreign investors who can see the bigger picture. You know, because the movie industry in America, which is Hollywood, is saturated. The one in India, Bollywood, is saturated. That's why they're remaking. They're remaking.
Over and over and over again. Yeah.
How many times have they done Tarzan? How many times have they done Superman? You
Yeah.
understand? How many times have they done King Kong? You know, they want to make Sound of Music again. They want to make another part of this Eddie Murphy's something in America.
Coming to America.
To America. You understand? It's saturated. Now we have genuine stories that are untouched. I don't know if you know about some place in Kwara State, Irekpodun local government area called ACA. You know,
Yes, I've heard of it here before. Yes.
fantastic story about that town. You know, if you go to the town, you see miniature statues. Those statues are believed to have been human beings. And
Oh
then there
wow.
was a curse and there was a weather phenomenon, okay, that brought like a sandstorm, okay, and turned everybody in that village to miniature
Into a stone.
statues. Now, if you visit Asia and you see those statues, you will be shocked. There's nobody that I know, no sculpture that I know that can produce those statues. You know, you see
Oh wow.
somebody, you know, he's in the veranda of his house. And you see the thing, funny thing about this is they're in front of verandas. Most of these houses, old houses, most of them are empty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you could tell that this was where this person was. He just woke up at his veranda and he was yawning. You know, the detail.
Yeah.
You know, it must have been Jesus Christ himself that sculpted those statues. I mean, to get those kind of details. You know, you can tell those stories. When you tell those stories, what does it become? It becomes um, um, FDR. You know, Kwara State. If Kwara State premieres the movie and they put a lot of money in it, maybe 100 or 120 million, they can get up to 1 billion, 2 billion from showing in cinemas across Nigeria and export it across the world.
Marketed properly,
Now we're trying to also infiltrate the government. We're trying to tell the government that, look, in every embassy across the world or high commission, Nigerian high commission across the world, we should have a cultural officer, a cultural ambassador. In Dublin, there should be a cultural ambassador. So the cultural ambassador takes the 4 or 5 films that are doing the best in Nigeria and goes to premiere them in that country. Once you go and premiere those movies there, they get to eat Nigerian food, they see Nigerian dressing. You're promoting Nigerian culture.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you're going to make money.
That's a lot of positive promotion. That's a lot of positive promotion. Yeah.
You understand? Because you see, we have to start from somewhere. We have to start taking ourselves seriously, first of all. We have to knock out all the bald heads out of town.
We got to knock those bald heads out of town.
We have to knock bald heads out of town. The Mnets, the Rocos, the Netflixes, and the rest of them. You understand? We have to start taking our own content seriously. Because look, let me tell you something. The United States of America, what makes it so fascinating? Why does everybody want to be American? Because they show you unbelievable things that Americans do.
Yep, true.
But they're all film trick. But these guys are promoting their culture. At the end of every action film in America, you hear, God bless the United States of America.
Yeah, God bless America. God bless America. That's what you keep hearing all the time.
He is captured during a war. You understand? There's one symphonic music that messes with your head. And then you hear the guy say, I am an American. He says, I am an American with the music and everything. It strikes a chord in your head. So before you know what's happening, you go and do line. You are looking for visa. God forbid that the first place you land when you enter New York, you go and see one of your cousins that says you should come. You go to Brooklyn, or you go to the Bronx or Watts, all those places in America.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
That's where you say, me already in America, in film.
Exactly.
You understand?
Oh, yeah.
We need to tell our own stories. We need to. There's a conscious effort by some force, to remove who we are from us.
Oh, yeah. Wipe away our cultural heritage.
Yes, that is why in Nigeria, up till today, history has been knocked off our curriculum. None of the kids know the real story of the Civil War. I should be able to tell you about the Civil War from my perspective. You as a filmmaker should be able to make a film about the Civil War from your own perspective. Let our perspective judge themselves. But the most important thing is we're educating our youth. It is only through our film, you understand? And through our film, we can export our culture. Edewa, Asawa, Kosito Dato. This is what Yoruba people say.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? We should stop. My brother, there is no way me, a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, will say to a woman, I love you, that she will understand better than when I say, sorry, bossy, why? It is more fluent. It's fluent.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Let me tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying. What happened in the 70s and the 80s? We're hearing people sing, I'm your lover boy, I'm your boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need someone in my life. I think it was that what we're hearing.
Oh yeah.
But now we're hearing
Was
she
that,
says she know the now we're hearing she says she know the chop granati, but she got chop and if I give a cook. It is different. The communication is different. You
and it's not
understand?
getting a more global appeal with the local, or should I say the Nigerian content.
Babalawo, everybody. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh yes.
Okay, so what happened to our music industry that it became #1 in Africa? Okay, and acceptable all across the world. Let it start happening to our movie. Then people like Excel have a better chance.
Okay. So on that note, for the benefit of the viewers, Benga has mentioned something about the music industry, the Nigerian music industry. So two of the special guests that we have also on the show happen to be in the music industry. One of them happens to be the largest entertainment promoter from out of Southeast Asia, so to speak. He's Nigerian, he's not Southeast Asian. So he's somewhere in the backstage as well. So he's going to be coming on stage soon as well. Because what we're hoping for, somewhere along the line, is for people like him to be able to get the likes of Excel Theatre to feature in, yes, you got it, music videos. So we'll bring them on in a little bit. But in the meantime, let's bring back Excel Theatre, because these are my favorite guys. They were my guests of the year when it came to doing the Just Banter show on Fromaradio.com. Excel.
Yeah.
You guys are just super. You guys are just great. And I can't get enough of you guys. Like I keep saying over and over and over and over again. I was just telling the viewers that you are my guests of the year. Don't forget, I had really great guests on. I'm the super guest all through the year. Lovely people who came with great content, said a lot of wonderful things, and they were able to enlighten people, inspire people, and a lot of them were able to contribute to the lives of people one way or the other, on screen and off screen. But you guys brought something really special to the table. And what you brought to the table was the fact that with the different age groups that you had within your Excel Theatre, you were able to manage them successfully. But you were able to manage somebody as young as Daniela and somebody as young as Michael and hold their attention for that long. That is exceptional. A lot of people don't understand, but I'm sure people that have children would understand what I'm saying, because holding the attention of children to focus on one thing for so long is a Herculean task. And you have done fantastic with that. And that is why you guys were nominated as my favorite people of the year when it comes to Just Banter on radio.com. I love you guys. Thank you very, very, very much. Now, I don't know if you have got it. Go ahead, Benga.
You see, these Excel guys, you're obviously not a filmmaker and you're not an actor. But let me tell you something. From that source, although the clip was, hicking, but I saw a good part of it, Now let me tell you something. I can swear that these guys don't have any formal training in filmmaking. You understand what I'm saying?
It's true.
But you see,
It's true.
the camera angles for a fight sequence, you see it in Nollywood now.
Oh, yes.
That it is obvious that the blow passed the person's nose by three hours. And those are the films that are making millions.
Oh, yes.
But you see this guy sitting down here, I can tell you for free a lot of things why you should respect this guy sitting down here. Do you know what it takes to render that clip that you just saw?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what it takes just to render it? Forget the editing, forget the shooting, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure they are not living in one place that there's lights 24 hours.
Oh, definitely not. Did you see the props? Did you see the props?
And of course. So look, I'm an actor and I'm a filmmaker. You understand? I know one thing about camera angles for action sequences. You understand? You have to give it to these guys. You know, when I'm telling you I'm going to support them, I'm not going to come with my own ideas that no, you have to carry the camera. You are shooting with what? 5D or 1 HD camera. You understand? Let me show you. This is what you're going to be shooting with this. This is what you're going to be shooting with when we meet.
Wow.
That's good.
So, and it is all yours.
Wow. Thank you.
I will give you yes, we shoot your film. When we finish shooting, I collect them back. We will go and you will sit down in on a professional system with an Apple system which has black magic processor. You can render your film in 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Wow. Thank you so much.
You see, when you do this kind of stuff, Habib, you know what happens?
Yeah.
People start to get serious.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So
That is true.
I'm dancing on your behalf. I'm dancing.
And I'll hold you on to this, Habib. I just want me and you to go to and do 2 weeks with these guys.
Wow.
Definitely. We will. We definitely will. We're going to be on ground with the Excel Theater. You definitely.
You know, there's many cameras as they want to pick up the angles, GoPros and the rest of them. But guess what, Habib? When these guys produce the first motion picture that is commercial, this one they're not doing it for skits or putting it on Instagram for people to say when I try you. You understand? They are shooting a movie that is none of my business. I'm not interested in one cover. They're shooting a movie that we will help them push.
Wow.
You get my word?
We will be there for you.
I still maintain you don't understand what an action sequence is and the camera angles. You see those kicks?
And they were able to do all that. Yeah.
You see those kicks? Yeah. You have to be at the camera to capture those kicks that makes it look like it flew back. That's to be at an angle. You get my point? In Nollywood, I'm telling you that Nollywood, these guys are with mobile phone.
Yeah.
So if you give these guys a black magic, you understand?
Oh, yeah.
And we are going to shoot behind green screens and the rest of it. The guy that was the lead fighter, you understand? He can jump from like 4-story building and land. We can achieve it with green screen and all that kind of stuff. Let's put it for sale. Put it in a cinema. And then you understand what I'm saying about these guys. These guys are potential billionaires.
Of course. A quick one to the producers. Please, can you upload another clip of Excel Theater? Because if people don't understand what it is that Benga is talking about in terms of camera angle and those types of shots, maybe they need to see something else for them to understand how great the Excel Theater is. So we'll give the producers a few minutes for them to put together another clip from the Excel Theater. Now, Michael, back to you. You've heard so many things tonight. How do you feel? How do you feel, Michael? Can you hear me, Michael? Hello, Michael. Can you hear me? Excel, can you hear us? So for the viewers, this is part of the stuff that Benga was talking about. The Excel Theater are not guys that are living in one highbrow, high-flying area where you have fiber optic cables and then you have some sensational cameras to use to be able to do the filming that they're doing. And they're doing such fantastic stuff. Now you can understand why they're my favorite people of the year, why I look at them and I say, come on, a lot more should be going on for these guys. And I'm going to keep rooting for them. I'm going to keep trying to connect them with as much people as I can possibly do to help them make sure that their career blows out of the water And this is the Christmas magic that we've been talking about. We're going to make sure that that happens for you guys. Michael, can you hear us now?
Yes.
I said, I was
Yes.
asking you earlier. I said you've heard a lot of stuff. So how are you feeling now? How do you feel? Are you excited? You know, tell us. What are you thinking?
I'm very happy.
You're very happy. Are your parents watching us now?
Yes.
I'm sure they must be very, very proud of you. They must be very proud of Daniela as well. And I'm sure they look at Excel and they're very grateful that somebody like Excel has come into your lives as a positive character and tried to shape you into a strong contributor to society. So we'd all like to thank Excel again. Yes, go ahead, Benga.
Michael, do you speak your local dialect?
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
He does.
You speak your local dialect.
Yes. Me too.
Okay, so I don't know if the show host minds, Habib, if you can give these guys my number. My number works here. If you can give them my number,
Wow.
you understand? We'll sit down and I'll arrange a script conference for them, which is going to be translated in their dialect. You understand?
Wow.
We can create. There's so many things going on in my head right now. We can create a story about some children, in Port Harcourt. You understand, that are less privileged. You understand? So they go to school from one slum or from one house. They have an abusive guy who is doing like their school father or something that is giving them small food, and he lets them go and pickpocket and do all kind of rubbish. You understand? The theme of the story will be liberation. How they liberated themselves from that lifestyle. You understand? They got into better schools. You understand? They got better foster parents and the rest of that. Something short of a Slumdog Billionaire. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
And watch what is going to happen. You will be shocked.
Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand what has just happened? This is Christmas magic. More or less, you guys have gotten a movie deal. You have just gotten a movie deal. Right now.
Yes.
That's what has just happened.
Wow. Thank you so much. We'll work on it.
We're going to make sure that as soon as this show is over, the producers are going to get in touch with you. They're going to connect yourself and the Excel Theatre.
Wow.
And they're going to make sure that they follow up on all that you have to offer the Excel Theatre and make sure that the Excel Theatre also deliver when it comes to this collaboration and this level of support that you want to offer them. Michael.
I'm going to ask you too, Habib. When I'm going to Port Harcourt, I want us to go together. You understand?
Wow.
I am available for the Excel Theatre.
Yes,
The Excel Theatre, you guys want to see me?
Yes, sir. I want to.
I'm going to see you guys. I'm definitely going to come over. I'm definitely going to see you guys. We're going to do a special when I come. We're going to do a special when I come. So this is fantastic. Now, you're getting much, much more than I hoped for, much, much more than I expected. And I'd like to say very, very big thank you to Benga Titiloye. Now, I'd like to ask the producers before we go, before we come back to you, have they gotten Daniela and Michael's little contribution? If they have, can you please put it up?
Thank you so much.
You will pardon us. That is the little that we can do at this point in time. But like we said, we still have a lot more of support that we hopefully will be able to throw your way. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited for you guys. You got a movie deal. Okay. So, guys, congratulations. This is just a pretense. You're going to get much, much more going forward. And we are very happy that you've got this. We're happy that you've got 2 more Christmas gifts from us.
Wow.
And we hope that we have other guests that are going to get gifts as well. So thank you very much, Mr. Producer. Can you take that down? We've proven that they've gotten that. That's all we needed to do. So Excel Theatre, Michael, I'd like to say a big thank you to you for taking out the time to come on. I'd like to take the time to tell Excel. so grateful to you. So I'm going to give you one more special. I'm going to give you one more special deal. One more special gift, not a deal. One more special gift. I'm going to introduce you to the largest promoter out of Southeast Asia, who we are going to prompt to get you into doing musical videos. His name is Alpha is coming on screen in a. Hello, Mo. How are you today?
Excel. Benga Excel. How you guys doing? Excel in the building, yo. Give it up for XL in the building.
Excellent. This is an exciting night. Yeah,
thank you so much.
Very excited. We knew.
Thank you so much for bringing me on.
Thank you, Mohammed, for coming out.
It's a great pleasure. I have my icon, the guy that I adore so much in the movie industry, Benga Titulo, even though he's a crazy guy. You know, he's one guy that has made me so proud. You know, I'm glad to say I'm your friend, and I can say this anywhere, any day, anytime. But most importantly, I am so glad to share the same stage, the same studio with Excel. Yo, give it up for Excel in the building.
Excel, you guys are so excited. Everybody's excited with you guys. Everybody can see the things you guys are doing. Just the same way I saw that, I was excited to get out of the water. So you can see the excitement you generate. Mohammed.
I've watched your show. I've watched you guys on this show a couple of months ago, and I was blown away. I never thought in my wildest dream that they will have young Nigerians like this, you know, with little or nothing, and providing and giving us this entertainment with little or nothing. No, you guys, man, we have to give it up to you guys. I am so blown away, because I remember a couple of weeks ago I was talking to the host, Mr. Habib, and I said, look, I got to do something with these guys, man. I have to do something with these guys. You know, I'm from the music side. I promote music. I've done a lot for the Nigerian artists. I'm one of the pioneers of African entertainment in Southeast Asia. When I started this event, when I started promoting Nigerian music, Nigerian culture, a lot of people didn't believe in it. A lot of people thought I was crazy, you know, and it became one of the biggest thing ever. Everybody, like if you talk about 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, all Nigerian artists were dying to come to Malaysia. I am the pioneer. I started this with a couple of friends of mine also, people like Andy Daniel, Audu Mahmoud, Vinny. These are the guys I've worked with that brought this to reality. Now, I mean, we spent some time in the game. It hasn't been an easy ride. It's been very tough. Yeah. But believe me, you guys make me want to come back to the game. You know, I feel like, you know what? Let me forget everything I'm doing and let me go back to being a promoter. With what I see Excel is doing, I am blown away. And we had discussions, and Habib said, he made me a promise. He said, look, I'm going to get you on a show. I'm going to bring you on the same studio with Excel. And today, Christmas Eve, he's made this happen. Yo, Excel, man, give it up for Excel in the building. I am so excited that I'm with Excel tonight. And with Benga Tituloe, you guys are very, very, very lucky. I won't say lucky, but it's an opportunity. You know, Benga Tituloe we grew up together. You know, we've been friends since we were kids, and he has done amazing works. And Benga has made me believe in one thing: you can be whoever you want to be if you choose to be, regardless of the odds. And this, I'm telling you, especially Michael. I think they've gone off the screen, but you know, Benga, I was listening to this. I was on backstage, and I was listening to you talk about the industry. And I think one of the challenges, from my own perspective, what I believe in the entertainment industry, Nigerian entertainment industry, or African entertainment industry, but let me be specific, Nigerian entertainment industry, we have a huge vacuum to fill, very huge vacuum to fill. I know I have you as my friend as an actor. I know a couple of actors also, people in the industry, a lot of them musicians, OAPs, you know, actors and dancers, and a lot of them. And the biggest problem we have is that we are not telling our story the way it should be told. You know what I'm saying? We go and watch all the American movies, and we're crazy about watching some Idris Elba, who is a black guy, and some,
Yeah.
and all these other black actors, that are from African descent. But we're watching the movie, the stories they are telling. They are telling the Western stories. It's high time we start telling our own story the way the way it is. It doesn't matter if it's in Hausa or Yoruba or Igbo, but we tell it the way it is. We have to tell our own stories. We don't allow other people to tell our stories for us. And I think that's the biggest vacuum we have in the Nigerian movie industry. I'm not the expert on the movie industry, but because I love watching movies, and I think I watch almost any new release blockbuster, I've seen it. As long as it comes to the cinema, I will see it. You understand? So
Mohammed
I
is
agree
a
with Benga.
movie buff. He loves to watch movies.
I love to watch movies. I mean, Benga, me and Benga, we've been together. We spend hours watching movies, analyzing some of the challenges we have, in the movie industry. So I totally agree with Benga. We have to start telling our stories. I'm fortunate to be friends with some Nigerians, very prominent Nigerians, that they believe in telling Nigerian stories. They believe in the movie industry. But as I said, there's challenges. So until we come together, not just as music promoters, as Nigerian, telling our stories on Nigerians in the art of entertainment, either music, movies, whatever it is, theater, drama, we have to start telling our own stories the way they are. You understand? So I totally agree with what Benga is saying. But with Benga being in Dubai, how do we tell our Nigerian stories, Mr. Benga, if you're in Dubai? how do you tell Nigerian stories the way it is?
Okay, you guys. Before Benga answers that,
Let me answer that question very quickly. You see, me being in Dubai is part of the master plan. You understand? I want you, when we finish this show, I want you, because after the show, Habib and I are going to have a good talk. When we finish this show, I want you to Google, okay, African radio in Dubai. There's not one person representing the over 16 million Africans across Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia. Not one radio station. And I just got that. Let me show you something. I just got that license today.
Wow.
You see? Can you see this? I just got the license today.
We can't really see that except you send it to the producers and then they upload it, but it's fine. Go ahead, we're listening.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm here, you understand, is part of the big agenda. Okay? What we need in the Nigerian movie industry is to move mountains. I was just checking this guy's Instagram page now. I saw, people like AY, people like this guy, what's his name again? I was in a film with him last year. You understand what I'm saying? These guys have met all these people and they're not making waves. It's unfortunate. What we need to do in Nigeria now is move mountains. How do we move these mountains? Cash. You understand? I cannot be in Nigeria shooting movie and movie producers, which as somebody who has been my promoter before, as my manager before, as an actor, that they are offering me 300,000, 350,000. Is that what I'm going to use to? How much will remain in my pocket if I fly to Port Harcourt? I want to shoot movie with Excel. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I'm getting 250,000 dirhams from a company, you understand, for representing them for the first quarter of next year, you understand, I can go to Port Harcourt, I can fly a bit from Dublin, I can fly you from Tunisia, you understand, I will come from Dubai, we land in Port Harcourt at the same day, we stay in a fantastic hotel and help these guys. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you were in Abuja and Habib was in Lagos and I was in Lagos doing a Waka Pass, we can't have these guys. We can only be telling them stories.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Sorry,
on that
hold on, guys. Now, before this show is over, because of Excel, we are going to throw another little thing into the ring. Now, of course, this one is a riddle, like we said earlier on. And the first correct answer has to be interesting, but it takes a very, very strong level of intelligence to answer this. And the question is, why do Nigerians turn off the light after spraying insect in a room? Answer correctly with 20,000 naira right after, just before the end of the show. Okay, so it's a very, very interesting question, very funny one at that. But why do people actually turn off the lights after spraying insecticide? Think about it, give the correct answer, and stand a chance to win 20,000 naira.
But let me ask one thing, Mr. Habib. Let me ask you one thing.
Yeah,
if
go
you
ahead.
ask us this kind of question now, in another country, Benga is in another country, you are in another country. If I win 20,000, do I spend naira where I'm living? Why don't you put $20,000?
They will
It is
arrest you if you remove naira there. They will arrest you.
It is
Why
not.
don't you
It is
put
not for you.
$20,000?
It's not for you. It's for the viewers. The first answer has come in, and I'm sure we're going to be laughing all the way to the bank at the end of the day. Whoever wins this, but whoever doesn't win, every other person that's watching this is going to laugh their cars off. So the first answer has come in. We're not going to put it up just yet. So we're going to ask you again: why do Nigerians turn off the light after spraying insecticide in a room? Keep the answers coming. Stand a chance to win that 20K. It's not a lot of money, but it just might do something. Maybe buy a nice meal, or buy a bottle of wine, or get a little present for your sister, your brother, your nephew, your niece, or somebody or something. Who knows? Or even just buy fuel into your into your tank for your car, whatever. So try and answer it. You'll win it. So back to you guys. Now, Mohammed Alpha, Excel.
Yes.
Excel. I've been shouting Excel all year.
Yeah.
Now, this is not just about Excel. This is more about the abundance of talent that exists out there, where a lot of young people don't get the opportunity, they don't get the encouragement, they don't get the inspiration to be able to go after their dreams, simply because people try to keep channeling them in a way that they can live their dreams off of them. What advice can you give to young Michael here and lots of youngsters like him?
Well, thank you so much, Abi, for that question. In the course of my years doing what I do as a promoter and coming out across young artists, talented artists, and I can give you examples like Ice Prince. When I met Ice Prince was a very young talented artist that believed, not just only that he believed in himself, but he was in the right record label at that point in time. Now,
okay,
the thing that the advice I would give, and because of what I've experienced in this game, music is it's sort of a game it's a game of politics. There's a lot of politics and a lot of stuff being played in that industry. But what I can give young talented artists like Michael and Co is, look, believe in what you do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You understand? Because if you believe in it, if you believe in yourself, and you believe this is what deep inside you, I can guarantee you that the sky is not the limit. The sky is just the beginning. Because believe me, you guys are going to meet a lot of odds. I was watching the fight sequence on the clip that Fromaradio posted just now, and from what I'm hearing, that you guys were using, was it iPhones or whatever, to do that? That it's unbelievable. I can't believe it.
No. They didn't use iPhones. They did not use iPhones. Excel, can you guys afford iPhones?
No.
So what did they use?
They can't afford iPhones. So now on that note, we're going to play another quick short clip for you to see what Excel is capable of doing using just the basic that you see around. We'll be back shortly after this. Excel, 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 Excel.
Sorry, Abib,
Let me explain something. Let me
Abib,
explain
I'm not
something.
this, I'm not this, but let me go to Benga Tituloe. Benga, that thing that I just saw now.
What do you say?
This video clip I saw now, was it shot by professionals? And what kind of cameras did they use for this sequence? Because everything seems to like sync.
Of course, that clip was shot by professionals without formal training. You understand? There are professionals without formal training. Now let me explain something to you. Just conversation scene in a film. You understand? We were shooting a music video in your house where you told me to come and play somebody's father. You saw how long it took, about 2 hours. I mean, just one conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine the amount of takes. You understand?
Wow.
The amount of takes that they go through, start over again, and then the process of editing, getting that angle. This is the angle we should show for this one. No, this one no good. No, we use that one, and the rest of it. Look, you guys don't have the slightest clue of what these guys are doing with shitty equipment. And you don't have the slightest clue what these guys are doing.
Wow.
If you don't respect what these guys are doing, then you are a useless human being.
Exactly.
If there's any comment on I will follow their Instagram now when we finish this show. I will look at every post and I will follow every comment. Anybody that talks rubbish, I will abuse his father. And then I will leave my address.
I am speechless. What I saw, I am speechless. Now, Excel, let me tell you something. This is from Mohammed Alpha Stronghold Entertainment. And I'm giving you this. This is going to be my Christmas gift for you guys. Okay? This is my Christmas gift for you guys. I am going to get you one on the music video.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you
That's
so
number
much.
one. Number two, I'm going to fly you out of Nigeria. You guys out of Nigeria. And I'm going to bring you here or wherever we're shooting either a music video or a movie that you're going to be part of. I'm going to work with the producers of Fromaradio. I'm going to work with Tituloe. This is my gift for you guys for Christmas for 2021. Coming 2021, I don't know if it's been January, February, March. As long as we can put something together, I'm going to get your contact. We're going to work with this. This is my gift from radio.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Gift from Mohammed Stronghold Entertainment. I'm going to put a music video. I'm going to fly you guys. I'm going to fly the whole lot of you guys to whatever destination we're shooting.
Wow.
This is my promise. This is my Christmas gift to you guys because I'm blown away. There's not anybody can tell me about you guys anymore. I'm done. I have made up my mind.
Christmas magic. That's the Christmas spirit. That's Christmas magic. Like we keep saying on Fromaradio.com, all we want to do is try to inspire people to be the best that they can and achieve their dreams. Benga, go ahead. Yes.
I'm here with the series producer of Battleground. You understand?
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to call him and please, I beg you in the name of Battleground.
Of course, we know Battleground.
Yes,
do you know Battleground?
That's the most successful show in Africa.
Most successful show in Africa.
Wow. Yes, the series producer is here. We came to start the movie production company together here. So I'm going to bring him here, and I want you to play that clip, and then you see what will happen. His name is Mayowa Oluyeba. I want you to Google him while I go and get him. Mayowa Oluyeba.
Okay, all right. So that's fine. So XL, you guys are getting blown out of the water already. Much more than we hoped for. But I'm happy. This is much more than I hoped for, but I am glad that we are able to push this as far as this. And we're going to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing until you guys are going to keep. Oh, NEPA has done their thing. We understand. Don't worry. It's fine. We're gonna keep pushing and pushing until you guys get to where you want to get to. I have told you, I've made a promise to you, a personal promise, that I'm going to give you my support all the way to the top, and I'm going to make sure that that happens because you guys deserve it. Now, a lot of people.
Sorry, Mr. Habib, before you continue. Sorry, Mr. Habib,
Yeah.
before you continue, please tell your producers by the end of tomorrow, I need all the Excel team. I need their name, their passport copies. I need them to send me the data of their passport copies of all members of Excel. I need this data by tomorrow. All their passport copies.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Do that for me.
Okay.
Whoa.
So Excel Theater, for those of you that do not have passports, you let us know, and we'll see what we'll be able to do about that as well. But now we have another special guest on the show. Excel Theater.
Yes, sir.
The producer of the most successful show on the African continent is sitting down on the same set with you right now, and he's there. He's going to watch. He's going to clips, not just one, both clips, both your clips for him to see, and then he's going to give his comments, and then we'll be right back shortly after this.
All right, sir.
These guys excite me so much. One more. That's just one. One more, and we'll be back. Don't you find that crazily exciting?
I did.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm glad I'm meeting you guys. Now, let me give you my experience. I just finished another series. It's called Brethren. And we had lots of fight sequencing. We paid a lot to get a quality that we would have gotten, that what you guys have done, I can probably say matched what we did. You guys are great.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
You guys are great. I'm glad I'm meeting you now. I'm glad I'm meeting you now. I can tell you for sure that you got me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Wow.
I'm glad I'm
So
missing.
you guys know why. You guys know why
You
I'm
guys
so
are very-
excited about you every time I come across you.
Thank you,
Do you have any questions for me? Anything?
Okay. Yes. We just wondering what is really like doing big movies. Because basically what we do is do our skits, and sometimes I actually really wonder if it's harder as you go, or it's actually because I believe with more equipment or with larger crew, if it actually is easier or it gets more difficult, because we actually put in a lot of hours, a lot of time rehearsing and trying to perfect what we do. Then sometimes we're just like, if we're going to do this on a full scale, this is going to be much more difficult, because as of now, it's really. So sometimes I'm just curious.
Tell us what equipment you use first of all.
Okay. I actually use a small camera, and then sometimes, because we try to use that's double two angles, shoot two camera angles, so we can get like faster coverage. But if we have to use one camera, it would. So we use a phone to cover on one side, and use a camera to cover on this other end.
What kind of phone? What kind of phone?
It's actually a Gioni S11 Lite. It's what I'm using for the live stream right now.
I've never even heard of that phone before.
I've never heard of that phone before. I thought you guys were using iPhones. I really thought you guys were using iPhones, you know?
Have you ever heard of that phone before?
A Gioni phone. Actually, a small phone.
The small phone.
What are your names?
Sir?
Your name. What are your names?
Okay.
Your name.
I am Excel. Then we have Michael here, and the other guy is Zubi.
If it gets easier or harder at the top on a bigger set, the same energy that you guys use to achieve what you do is the same energy that we use to do what we do. Now let me be straight up with you. You just said something now that got me. The same way they film fight sequence in Hollywood by using camera angles to cheat and cover. Those guys that do it, they have gone through a lot of training, experience, and schooling. You guys don't have that. What you said got me, because that's the same technique. I've seen it, and they're using cameras to cover up hit sequence and all of those things. It's the same strength, the same wahala.
Nepa has
done
So I'm really thrilled. I'm thrilled. You guys are just amazing. You're amazing. I'm sure I'm sure if you have the same equipment that we have, it'll be better. It'll be better.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Mr. I'll add something. Mr. Moyua is somebody that I've never met him. I met him first time on this platform, and I want to say kudos to what you've done. I followed the production. Battleground was something that was amazing production, and I'm glad that I watched it. Number one, number two, I'm glad my friend is the star there. You know, I'm very glad, because somebody I can slap anytime I want to slap. So I don't need to go through streets and all that. Well, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I said, do you slap the Atmos?
Like, you cannot even speak. When I slap you, you tell me slap me again. But anyways, Mr. Maiwa, thank you. I want to thank you for. I don't have experience in making movies or angles or whatever you guys do. But with this analogy that you did, and I believe, and before you came on show, Benga said, I want to bring the producer. I want to bring this guy. I want to put an input, and I'm sure with this guy seeing what he's done, a lot of things are going to come up. There's only one thing that doesn't appeal to you. I'm a promoter from the music industry. You make big movies, and I'm sure with your support, the support of Fromaradio, which they've been giving Excel, and me coming on board to say, you know what, we appreciate what they do. Sometimes I believe in one thing. I believe in when I say we just don't talk the talk, we walk the walk as well. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm very glad that you've seen what they've done, and I'll be very happy for you to call on me any day, anytime, that you have something that you want to do with these guys and you need my support. I'm saying it right now on this platform that I will give you all the support that you need, and I'm sure with you, someone that's iconic. It's not easy for somebody to be iconic. I'm a Muslim. I don't want to say some things. I don't want to say this. I've committed blasphemy, but with what you've done, because I love Battleground. Battleground is something that, man, I just couldn't stop. I had to do a subscription so I can watch Battleground abroad. Imagine that was how much I wanted to watch. I followed Battleground. So I thank you so much for spending time to come on board and be part of this interview and see what these guys have to offer. And I pray to God Almighty, inshallah, by God's will, give the strength, to be able to say, you know what, you're going to be part of this guy's life and their success. So that's the little I would say. Thank you so much, and I'm very proud to share this studio with you, courtesy of Fromaradio. That today I can go and tell you, say, Maiwa, I know Maiwa now. What are you talking about? Do you know where I am? Maiwa, I'm proud to say that. All right, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Mohammed. Now, for those of you watching, if you've never heard of Maiwa Oluyeba before, is the biggest, largest, most phenomenal series producer that MultiChoice has. And of course, who is bigger than MultiChoice on the African continent? So, hey, like we said, this was going to be a blast. This is a blast, having the likes of Maiwa Oluyeba right here, sitting here, talking to us, and getting to meet Excel Theatre. He has said he's going to Excel Theatre his support as well. So the greatest gift anybody could give me for Christmas is support for Excel Theatre. Yeah. I've gotten more and more and more and more. I'm super excited for Excel Theatre, and I'm super excited for myself that we have been able to achieve this for the Excel Theatre. Maiwa, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on board as well. We hope that in the first quarter, you're going to reach out to Excel Theatre and say, you guys, you know what, I've got something for you. Let's do this. We hope that's going to happen soon. So Excel Theatre, over to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for having me. I'm glad I met you guys. Like I said, I've discussed with Benga already. Next year is going to be a great year. Having gone through what we went through this year, we hope that next year is going to open up some more. And I have you guys right here in my heart. I'll reach out to you very soon. I will.
So there you have it.
Have a great
yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. We hope we're going to have you on the show as well sometime soon, so we could get to hear the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and that'll be fantastic. You have a great evening. Where is Benga? He has to come and sign out as well. So you guys, wow. For the viewers, for all the followers of the radio, both audio, video, the channels, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We want to say a very, very, very.
I'm sorry, I was going to say something. To these Excel guys, you guys don't have the slightest clue who sat in front of you now. You understand? That's the guy that made me worldwide. That guy that sat here now.
Wow.
He looked for me from Ghana until they made sure that they got me and they put me in battleground as the lead. The person that sat in front of you now. You understand?
Wow.
He has he has made superstars in Nigeria. Daniel Etim, all these boys, you know, what's his name? Adedoyin, you know, all these guys in Brethren, the series, you know. So, guys, I'm telling you, this coming year, just stay safe. Make sure you don't catch COVID. And God will do the rest.
Okay.
Amen. Thank you
So you
much.
guys, I'm very happy that we've been able to do this. Sorry we lost connection for a second there. We would shortly be rounding this up because we have to go and start preparing for how to party on Christmas Day. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm super excited. Like I said, I've got so much more than I hoped for. So I'm excited, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to dance tomorrow. Michael, you and Daniela, make sure you dance into the new year because it's going to be a great year for you guys and for Excel Theater. Make sure that whatever you do, your education comes first. Excel Theater comes a very close second. A combination of both of them will take you to the stratosphere. You'll get to understand that word in a couple of years, but don't worry, you will understand it if you keep on facing your education. We'd like to say a big thank you to you guys for taking out the time to come on. You guys were our special guests for this show, and you will continue to be our special guests, our dearest guests at every point in time. We're glad to have you on. Benga Titiloye, it's been great having you on, but you stay back there because we are still waiting for somebody to win that 20,000 naira by answering us. Why do people switch off the lights when they spray insecticide? We'll be right back shortly after this quick commercial break.
See you guys on the big screen.
Thank you, sir. Woo! Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
So it's the Just Banter Christmas special. It's been a fantastic and very special night for me personally, that is. 2020 has been a tough year for practically everybody, myself included. But some great things did happen. One of the great things that happened to me in 2020 personally was Fromaradio.com. And then, of course, discovering that I could do a show called Just Banter. And I've had some really great times, really great moments. I've met some very fantastic people, doing interviews with them, some on screen, some off screen. And it's been a worthy ride so far. Now, the guests that I met that tripped a bell in my head were the Excel Theater. And I never forgot about them because I said to myself, if these guys can do what they're doing, but the little that they have, little or no resources, and they could achieve so much, why can't I do as much as I can? The message I have for everybody and everyone that's watching this is this: regardless of where you're going to start, you could always start just where you are, whatever it is that you have. And a step at a time, you will get to where you're going. Very difficult road, very tough road. I mean, sometimes you actually feel like quitting. But hey, remember the Excel Theater. These guys, They are an inspiration. We've been having a great time with them so far on Just Banter Christmas special. And we've had great guests on, Chef Henry Lama, Pastor Samuel Sumbuka. We've had a very, very surprise guest. Come on, Mayawa. We still have Benga Tilwe in the background. Benga's still going to come back on now because we're going to be talking about why. And I mean, why do Nigerians, why do they turn off the lights when they spray insecticide?
Want to confuse the mosquito.
Why? Why do they do that? Why do they turn off the lights?
Confuse the mosquito. Let us see where the spray is coming from.
Let's see where the spray is coming from. Okay, so I think a lot of people decided not to embarrass themselves by actually trying to answer. So, but I think 3 people tried. So we're going to put one of those answers on the screen. So the first is from a viewer called Ade Ali. And Ade Ali said, so the mosquitoes won't see clearly. Kilo de. Nigerian mosquito, they wear glasses. I mean, they wear binoculars. I don't understand. Abi, tell me now. So mosquitoes don't go see clearly. This was serious. So Ade Ali will give you 200 naira. We won't give you 20,000 for that answer. So we'll now go to the next one. Wenga, Mr. Olaoluwu has tried to give us a very scientific answer. He says the light bulb could be a potential source of heat, making the insecticide flammable. What are your thoughts on that?
Go school. He goes
He goes school, Abi?
Yeah, he graduates.
Mr. Olaoluwu, now 320 naira. We'll go to the next one.
Excuse me. That's a respect to Mr. Lord. What this you want to give Mr. Ade for saying to confuse? How do they confuse mosquito?
Okay, so you tell me now, Benga, how can light bulb be so potential source of heat enough to make insecticide flammable? We did not say turn off the lights. We did not say turn off the light before spraying. We did not say turn off the light before spraying.
You can be spraying the distance and the distance will just go to the bulb and boom. I understand what he said. You understand?
After
so
you
give him
650. 650.
Yes.
Just 650. All right. Mr. Olaoluwu.
Mr. 200 naira, 200 naira for saying to confuse back and mosquito.
If that is the case, then what will you now give to Mr. David Jones?
To who?
Mr. David Jones. To Mr. David Jones. He says to confuse the insects by blinding them.
Mr. David, for posterity's sake, I will keep quiet.
So you will not offer Mr. David Jones anything?
No, let him just be watching us. It's good.
You won't offer him anything?
To confuse the insect by blinding them. You see, first you want to confuse the insect, then you want to blind it. You understand?
Benga.
Mosquito of
Mr. David Jones is a titled man, and you are treating him like this on screen. How?
Title? No, this one a film character. This is not a title.
He is wearing a crown. Can't you see he's wearing a crown on his head?
Naim be this.
That's Mr. David Jones. Can't you see the big jaw? The dog can tell you is real Jones.
I don't go come your show again. People resemble like this for your show. I don't see even wear both.
Now, wow. Mr. David Jones is a very scary looking character, so we will leave that matter. We will not offer him anything. Mr. David Jones, we will talk to you again some other time. Thank you very much. Now, since nobody can tell us why the Nigerians turn off the light after spraying the sex out in the room, we will try and give up the 20,000 naira to probably charity. But we are still one of our guests is still in the backstage. He has not left. His name is Mohammed Alpha. We'll bring him back and we'll ask him in front of all of you if he can answer that question. If he can answer that question, we will give him the 20,000. But if he cannot, He is going to donate 20,000 naira to charity of his choice. On screen now, right now. Mr. Mohammed Alpha, where is he? Producers. Mr. Mohammed Alpha, thank you for coming back. Now, can you join inside this quiz and answer this question? Why do Nigerians turn off the light after spraying the sex side in a room?
That's very simple now.
Tell us.
So that they cannot see now, because if you off the light, they're not going to see road again. They will bomb themselves.
Please name a charity of your choice. You must donate 20,000 naira tonight to that charity.
I don't get the answer. Why am I donating that? If you off
You
the light,
must
how mosquito the one see road?
You just miss the road yourself.
If you live for a mosquito, they chop you.
True. You don't say if you off like that time, they won't chop. You don't say if you go. You don't say those joint where they go for Abuja, all those gardens. Sometimes I know they mosquitoes still bite person. What can the answer will come now into your law?
Is that not supposed to be a clue to why you switch off the lights after when you spray insecticide? Is that not the clue? Say people.
But come on, Abib, I don't understand. Benga, why do you follow Abib to do this kind of thing? How can you be asking this kind of, at my age? Make I begin to redo.
Me ask question. Me say I just come show you.
At this age, you better begin to why you don't ask me 30 years ago?
Mosquitoes thrive in damp environments. So when there's no light, the area becomes a bit cooler and a bit more damp. The mosquitoes leave wherever corners that they're hiding, and then they now come out.
Will kill them now.
And now that is why now the sex after you spray insecticide, you attract them out by turning off all light so that the room becomes more damp.
What have I just said now?
No, that's not what you bro.
That's not what you said. Donate the 20,000 on screen. Donate it.
You mentioned confusion. Which confused like
donate it on screen now.
No, you say no, but look at this. No, let's be
on screen now. Donate the 20,000 now.
No. You can't come and be doing me this kind all night on Christmas Eve.
Mr.
My
Alpha,
answer to that question was
we are waiting for your
listen, because you see this, all these television people. I know they trust them. Benga, listen to the question. Why do you spray? Can you tell me that question again?
No. You don't pass. You have answered it. You don't pass. You have lost. Please pay the 20. Just donate the 20,000 now. Our producers will get to talk with you now. Please donate.
Okay, I will give you 20,000. They will not do any charity when I want. But this one I found and I play me because the same answer.
No, you must. Please, you must send the screenshot to producer so that you can upload.
Don't mention confused. Confused.
Confused mosquito.
You guys don't get now. This one are daylight robbery.
In fact, your donation should be 50,000. So our producers are going to reach out to you to ask you for the screenshot of your debit alert and a screenshot of the credit alert to that charity so that we can upload it for the next show.
I will donate it in dinar. So you have no problem with that.
You donate it in the dark.
Is Naira not safer?
I think it's safer.
50,000 naira to a charity, and we'll be very grateful. We will scream your name to the high heavens that in support of Fromaradio.com's charity drive, you have actually donated 50,000 naira to a charity of your own choice. Thank you very much, Mohammed Alba.
No problem.
Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful, fantastic night. Much more interesting than I actually hoped for. It's the Just Banter Christmas special, and we've had Benga Titiloe, Mohammed Alpha, Mayawa Oluyeba, we've had Excel Theater, we've had Henry Ilama, the consultant chef, the premier consultant chef in Nigeria, and we had Pastor Samuel Sumbuka from Dublin, Ireland. So we put people from all over the world, and they were, glad to show us support by coming on the Just Banter Christmas special. We're going to see you guys at the New Year's Eve special. There's not going to be a show in between now and then. The New Year's Eve special is going to be something similar, but we're going to be doing quite a lot of dancing. It's going to be quite informal. Probably we're not going to be sitting down. We're just going to be celebrating and talking about what 2020 has been for all of us and what we hope 2021 could possibly be like. And we hope that we will see you all in 2021 when fromaradio.com goes to the next level, not the next level like the political one, the next level, when we take it a notch higher and we do go in the direction that we truly hope to go. Mohammed Alpha, thank you very much. You have a great night. You have Merry Christmas, and we'll see you New Year special or in the New Year. You have a great night.
Thank you so much, Habib, for having me. Have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year in advance. And Mr. Bengadle, it's good to have catch up with you again some other time. I hope we'll catch up soon. And I wish you the best in your endeavor. And I wish you the best in, I wish you the best in doing what you do best. That's what I mean by that. And for taking Nigerian entertainment, which was what I did 17 years ago, by believing, promoting the African culture. God bless you, and I wish you the best of luck. And have a happy, Merry Xmas and Happy New Year in advance.
Amen. Benga, it's been brilliant having you. You are more or less the co-anchor on the show tonight. That's been absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. We can see that you're taking your craft to the next level, going to Dubai and trying to open up new doors, new territories in Dubai. You said we're going to have a talk after the show. Trust me, I'm always open to having long, lengthy discussions on how we can move Nigeria and Africa, as a matter of fact, forward. Different types of collaborations. We are all open to it. We will see you very soon. You have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Night. So, Christmas magic in the air, the Just Banter Christmas special. We've had a very great time tonight. The lengthy night, an hour 49 minutes, an hour 50 minutes. Much longer than we've ever done, but it's been fantastic. I've enjoyed myself. And I'm going to probably see you guys for the New Year's Eve special, where we'll be talking about what 2020 has been like, what we hope for 2021 to be like. And then, of course, if you have any messages, you have any shout outs you want to give or whatever, or you want to join the show, you can just easily just send us either a text message or you can send us an email at fromaradio01@gmail.com, or you could also just follow us on any of our social media channels and just send us a direct message or a private message and tell us, hey, you guys, I'd like to be on the show. It's going to be an open night for everybody and anybody to join us and help us to felicitate and say, thank God we conquered 2020. Now, remember, it's a time to celebrate, but it's also a time to be very careful because of the spread of COVID-19. It's actually spiking in different places because people are getting into the holiday mood and people are becoming much more adventurous. They're interacting quite a bit more than they ordinarily would under the circumstances. Try as much as you can to wear a face mask when you're in a public space or in a public vehicle. Try as much as possible to wash your hands as often as you can. And please, if it is possible, maintain that 1 meter distance and try and stay safe so that we can stop the spread of COVID-19. We thank you all very much. Our campaign against rape is still very, very much on. They're still fighting very hard. And we hope that come 2021, we'll be able to get a bit more people to support us in that campaign against that pandemic also called rape. We've had a fantastic night with you guys. We hope to see you soon. You have a great night. Feliz Navidad. Good night.